All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashum, Yahushai, Ba'ashum, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. This here lesson, I'll be focusing on Acts 1 and verse 8, and I'll go ahead and jump into it. But ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit or Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. And so you're going to receive the apostles and the different followers of Yahushua when he was showing himself in this time. We're going to receive power through the Holy Spirit. You know, if you read the book of Acts, you know, it goes into they're able to speak in different tongues, be able to, meaning different tongues being different languages, meaning when you look into it, like you had different people from different regions that were speaking in different languages, and they were able to understand each other. So, like that, they're able to perform miracles, bring people back to life. You know, being able to send Satan on people. You know, they were given power, and ye shall be witnesses unto both me in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. And witnesses being G3144 martes, or what you would say today a martyr, says a witness in a legal sense, in an historical sense, one who is a spectator of anything. And those apostles, those were sent out, those were all witnesses to Yahushua. They were all there with him. Paul, who became an apostle later, he was taught by Yahushua personally. You know, but all the men that were sent out, they were all with Yahushua. And so they went out to teach others about Yahushua. So they were witnesses to him. And then those disciples, they became witnesses. In an ethical sense, those who, after his example, have proved the strength and genuineness of their faith in Hamashiach by undergoing a violent death. As a matter of fact, I can go and get that. We'll just go scroll down to Revelation 2 and 13. I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you, where Satan dwelleth. And so Antipas was slain. He was a faithful witness. But going back, you know, just again, these are repeat times. The times we're dwelling in, it's going to heat up more and more. You know, they're going to ban the scriptures. They're making everything, teaching the scriptures, making that anti-sim, and they're wanting to make that punishable by death. So you preaching, Yahushai, it's going to be an offense to this wicked world. But hey, it should be an honor to die for Yahushai, because he died for us. Continuing on, this is Acts chapter 1 and verse 8. But ye shall receive power. After that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea, and in Samaria, and unto the uttermost part of the earth. And where we are now, Babylon the Great, aka America, the land of confusion, spiritually Sodom, spiritually Egypt. This is the uttermost part of the earth. This is for uttermost is G2078 Eschatos, where Hey, you get that word eschatology, which I might pull that up too. But let me get through this first. It says the farthest, final of place or time, end of, the last, the latter end, the lowest, which this is a very low land. It's the lowest land, but the uttermost, the extreme, the last, basically this place. This is the end of the world, like the ends of the earth. But eschatology, that's the study of the end. Uh, Eschatology, this doctrine of the last things. It was originally a Western term. Let me just get the etymology for it. Eschatology, last, furthest, othermost, extreme, most remote, in time, space, a degree. In theology, the study of the four last things, death, judgment, and hell. Okay. Maybe I'm maybe I mixed up. Maybe I thought it was something else. Oh, but anyway, it's really not important. But this is but the last part of the earth is what I'm focusing on. This is Revelation chapter 6, and I'll start at verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard a voice of the four beasts say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them to, oh, Slacky, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. So this is that fourth kingdom. This represents Esau, Edom. He represents death. You know, he's the border of wickedness. Wherever he goes, death follows, hell follows. Just look at where he's been across the earth. A misery follows after him. Look at how he treats his own people. But let me get this fourth part of the earth, because this is Tetartos, the fourth, which you get tetra. That's four, but I think that's Latin. But anyway, and earth is gay, G1093. Arable land, the ground, the earth is the standing, the mainland, as opposed to the sea or water, the earth as a whole. But this fourth part of the earth is America, and I did a Google search because I've heard this from the apostles during their one of their live speeches, live lessons, you know, about this. And then there's a book that goes into this, how the fourth part of the world, the race to the ends of the earth, and the epic story of the map that gave America its name. Which, hey, the fourth part of the world is referring to the Americas. But I'm gonna scroll down because there was here from Wikipedia the fourth part of the world, and it says the fourth part of the world may refer to the New World, also called the fourth part of the world, or the New World, also called the fourth part of the Earth. And I'm gonna click this, and it says the New World. The term the New World is used to describe the majority of lands of Earth's western hemisphere, particularly the Americas. The term gained prominence in the early 16th centuries during Europe's Age of Discovery and after Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci. So, America is named after Amerigo Vespucci. And then also this Age of Discovery. was during the Renaissance, the period of rebirth, when Rome, the Roman Empire, was reborn. And they had a very short period of time they were given, because their time is already, its time is almost up. The time is already up, really. After Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci published in the Latin language pamphlet Mundus Novus, presenting his conclusion that these lands, soon called America based on Amerigo's name, constituted a new continent. This realization expanded the geographical horizon of earlier European geographers who had thought that the world only included Afro-Eurasian lands. Africa, Asia, and Europe became collectively called the Old World of the Eastern Hemisphere, while the Americas were then referred to as the fourth part of the world, or the New World. So you see, the scriptures are real. A lot of people believe these things are fairy tales and this and that because they weren't given the understanding. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai did not give them the understanding to believe this book. He didn't give them this. This was given to the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles, their elders, and so forth, and then coming back down to the men under them, who so started with Alva Bivens on down. This is how this started, how this knowledge came out. But that's enough on that, because the word is going out throughout the entire world. Here you see the men preaching the truth of Yahushai, whose name is not Jesus. There are no J's in Hebrew. Who, when Yahushua knocked Saul off his horse, which, let me get that. Before I get this, this is Acts 26, and straight to the point, I'll get to 14. And when we were fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me, saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. So Yahushua spoke to Paul in the Hebrew tongue. In Hebrew. He wasn't speaking in Greek or English. Verse 15, and I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahushai, whom thou persecutest. So this is who the men of the Lord today are preaching about. They're not preaching Jesus. It's a completely different entity, completely different vibration. This is who's gone out, who's been preached about throughout the ends of the world, in the ends of the earth, because you see him preached all throughout America, throughout Europe, throughout different parts of South America, different parts in Australia, in Africa, and all over the world. You see his name being preached. This is this is Psalms chapter 19 and verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So you can see by looking in the skies, all this in the earth. You see the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, like the storm, that major storm that just blew through Houston all the way to Florida. Hey, that's the Lord's handiwork. You know, making those towers look bent up like foil. You know, completely destroying, different buildings, like causing all this damage. And that's a little bit of the Lord's handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. So all day long, you can get this knowledge of the Lord through the men that I learned from, the men of Great Millstone, which they're constantly putting up videos every day, all day, every day. They're in different time zones. They're in different parts of the world. You know, when you're waking up or whatever, you see videos from brothers from different parts of the world putting up videos. And then when the sun's going down, you see videos going up all the time. So, verse 3: there is no speech nor language where their voices is not heard. So there's no speech. They're speaking different languages. I've seen brothers in Peru, brothers in Italy, brothers in Germany, in different parts of the world speaking different languages. They even I've seen a sign language camp. So there's no excuses. There's no the language. The word is going out all over the world. The testimony of Yahushua is going out all over the world. Verse 4: their line has gone out through all the earth, their words to the end of the world. In them he have set a tabernacle for the sun. So the lines have gone. The internet, the lines are gone out. What do you call it? Online. They call it streaming. This has gone out all throughout the world. And he also said he'll be a little sanctuary for us. So these are little sanctuaries wherever you see the men of the Lord popping up or showing up, preaching, teaching about Yahushua, giving comfort. This is almost over. That's it on that. This is Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this has been preached out. The gospel has been preached. The gospel, the testimony of Yahushua, the gospel of the kingdom, all these things, this has been preached throughout the whole entire world. And now you're seeing different events, different weather phenomenon, people going crazy, rumors of war, so on and so forth. And now you're seeing the ends of the world being manifest. Let me get this. This is world. This should be oikomeni. This is G3625. This is oikomeni, and this means the land, the globe, especially the Roman Empire, the earth. Hey, the Roman Empire. We're in the revived Roman Empire. The inhabited earth, the portion of the earth inhabited by the Greeks, the Roman Empire, all the subjects of the empire, the whole inhabited earth. So this here, this is what's happening now. I'm going to jump up to verse 3, Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So, what are, the signs of Yahweh's coming? Because this word had to go out first. Well, let me get this word here. This is G165, because it's not the end. It's not like um, the world is going to be blown up, destroyed forever, because the earth abideth forever. This is G165. Aeon says properly in age, perpetuity. This is for an unbroken age, perpetuity of time, a period of time. So when is this period of time going to be over? Because in that time, when the disciples were asking Yahushua, the Romans were in rule. And so in this time when Yahushua is returning, who's in rule again? The Romans. And who were the Romans? The Esau, Edom. And he goes to give signs, and I'm gonna just jump to this. This is Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, which I might start up. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 7. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And this is Ezra. He's asking the angel, when is the different dividing of the times? When is this time going to be over that you're showing me? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And that's in Genesis 25. Verse 9, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the scripture's giving you hints. Like I was reading a commentary, I think it was Isaiah 29, and basically it was going into how the scriptures are written in like a secret code that only the schools of the prophets understood. And so this is a code again. Like this is speaking in the secret code. It's saying Esau held the heel, or not Esau. Jacob held the heel of Esau, and this was Esau's the end of the world. So who would be ruling in the end of this world? Who would be ruling this time? Who would be this fourth kingdom? It would be Esau. This is who it would be. Who was Esau? A cunning hunter, a violent man. It gives you hints. It speaks in code. But and Jacob is as Salakia. Second Ezra 6 and 9 again. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob is there isn't an end of the world. This is the end of an age, the end of an aeon. Jacob is the next to rule. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever. So let me get the word saints. This is H6922 Quadayash. This means holy and separate. Where angels or saints, but also here, let me get this before. I can't remember exactly if it's 140. Oh, okay. This is Psalms 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, who were the Lord's people, the Israelites, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So Just the saints are the Israelites. Because also in Deuteronomy 7, verse 6, it says, hey, you're a peculiar people, a special people. Hey, that means to be you're special to the Lord. Verse 19, or Daniel chapter 7, verse 19, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. So this fourth beast, diverse from all the other kingdoms, because all the other kingdoms, they had what, kings? This one had a senate, a Caesar, you know, types of elections. Basically, also the different kingdoms that it conquered, it absorbed them into that kingdom, and basically took what it liked from them and made it into their kingdom. Basically, it absorbed all these other kingdoms into itself and only made them tributaries. Exceeding dreadful. It was they were a brutal kingdom. This is a kingdom associated with the with iron, with its military might, whose teeth were of iron and its nails of brass, represented its military power. This was a terrible military kingdom like it is today. Who can mess with this kingdom? Hey, this place got all kinds of drones, you know, nuclear weapons, all kinds of different weapons, all kinds of different, you know, things that make it terrible, which devoured and break in pieces and stamped the residue with its feet. So, hey, it's a machine. Like it's completely stomps over everything, like treads everything down through its military might. And of the 10 horns that were in its head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell. So this represents those like the NATO EU countries, the founding NATO EU countries, you know, and the 3, and before whom 3 fell, which is France, Spain, and Britain. Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things. And this is that the horn that came up, because those 3 horns were here in America, and then what became America, or the 13 colonies, sprang up out of those and went to war with those 3 other horns, and got them up out of here. And had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows, and he was more proud than all the other European countries, to where they hate him. You have a thing called I think it's called global arrogance, where the U.S. is on the top of that list. As a matter of fact, the name came from the U.S., or from talking trash about the U.S. And it had the horn that had eyes. Hey, that's being able to see everything. It's because this guy's has surveillance everywhere, has eyes everywhere, listening to all your phone conversation, everything, constantly watching. And a mouth that spake very great things. Hey, he goes into that more stout, speaking all kinds of nonsense, speaking all kinds of trash. And I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. And so, hey, this horn is getting ready to go to war with the saints. However it happens, whether the UN troops come in here, whether they rise up, however it happens, hey, this dude's getting ready to make war with the saints. He's getting ready to wear out the saints. He's already been wearing us out. He's about to do it some more. Until the Ancient of Days came And judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. So this is the time. Hey, the Lord is coming back in the chariot. This is that time the kingdom is going to be taken away from these people and given to the saints. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And this is what's been done. Hey, the whole earth has been treaded down through Babylon the Great. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall rise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and shall subdue 3 kings. And that's this one, this kingdom. And this is diverse from the other previous 3 kingdoms that were here, because at that time, a at that time when those countries were here, those different kingdoms were here, they still had kings and queens. When America was set up, it was set up as a democracy. They elected leaders, and that's part of what made it diverse. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of times. So this year, they speak all kinds of blasphemy against the Most High. The saints have been worn out here. The Israelites, this is the land of our captivity. You know, they came out with one with slavery, you know, all kinds of different torture methods, you know, butt raping, you know, redlining, you know, Jim Crow, you know, all kinds of different things. From the music today, they're constantly wearing us out. And the times have been changed. How many calendars have we been through, from the Julian, Gregorian, whatever? And now they say that the Sabbath is a Sunday, which it's not. It's based off the moon, based off the new moon. And they changed the laws. They said, "Oh, we're a God-fearing country, but you don't have to do anything the scriptures say." You know, the law is done away with. You know, and the saints were given to his hand. The bulk of the slaves here that started this country came here in 1619, and that times and dividing of times, that's 350 years. So from 1619 to 1969, you know, when this truth uh, started back up through the elder Abba Vivens, this is what you see now. Now you're seeing the word going through the uttermost parts of the earth. It started off as that little seed, and now it's branched out. Now it's flourishing. It's where you see men all over the world preaching this gospel. Verse 26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So, hey, this fourth kingdom, which is what we're in now, what we're seeing now, hey, this is almost up. And the Israelites are going to rule after this. Starting with Yahushai, then the 144,000. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of your elect. Hey, Shalom.